Alright, everything's up and running. Hello, Internet! Back to doing some Muramasa tonight. Seeing everybody, and I mean everybody, but heard about the Smash Direct today, which was just, hey, buy us in Smash. And I'm just like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, because I'm not all that upset about Fire Emblem's representation in Smash. I'm just like, yeah, it's probably a little bit over, but like, there's a couple other ones that are probably a bit on the over side too, but it's whatever. I just got the feeling of just like, if you are that upset about Byleth being in Smash and being the last one of the Spider Pass, I don't know what to tell you besides relax a little. It's okay. Like, we're getting 6 characters over the course of quite literally, I think like a month less than the next year. Like 11 months. We're getting 6 fighters. Because I believe the Fighter Pass 2 says, oh, nice. Yeah, the next Fighter Pass should be, they said, they had the disclaimer of saying everything would be out by, what, December of next year? Like December 31st, which, technically this Fighter Pass is done before February, and that one was supposed to be done by, I think, like, end of February, so it might even be done by, like, November of next year. But still, like, we have 6 more characters coming. It's okay. Should Byleth not been, like, the last one? Probably, but hey, guess what also got announced today? The last major piece of the expansion pass for Fire Emblem 3 Houses, which gives you the, more or less, the side quest for the 4th house in that game. It's more or less their big story expansion DLC that they've had on the expansion pass for, I think, ever since it's been announced. So I wonder why Byleth got announced today instead of, I don't know, maybe a couple months from now as the first one of the second Fighter Pass? Or maybe the second one of that Volume 2, or the third? I mean, it's almost like Byleth is here to promote something. That's just my feeling. And if there was supposed to be someone else in that slot, well, guess what? Getting third-party representation in Smash is not an easy process. I'm sure Sakurai and team have to jump through 1,001 hoops to get anything remotely functioning in terms of that development. So it's entirely possible that something fell through and Byleth got moved up, which is why we didn't hear anything post Terry's release until just out of the blue. 5th one's coming out. Here's Byleth. Again, just my feelings on it. And also, since this also kind of relates to the Kira Major press conference that came out last night, since apparently people are a bit butthurt about that series, if you are seeing that kind of crap on your Twitter timelines or on your social medias or whatever, of people whining and complaining with no constructive criticism behind it, just shit on a show to shit on a show, even like before it's even out. Fucking don't follow them. Just don't. You don't need that in your life. You don't need that kind of negativity in your life. No, you don't. Not even to laugh at. No, you don't need that. Don't let that stuff ruin your ability to like something or to give something a shot. Just don't do it. Unfollow them. Get them out of your social medias. However you feel like you should. And find people that are positive or at least constructive in their criticism of certain stuff. Like, I might not be the hottest on Cure Major off the bat because everything I've seen kind of looks fine. I'm kind of find it hilarious that not only do we have a writer alumni on the main cast in form of the Pink Ranger being Spectre's sister, in terms of the actress, but we have a Garo alumni of one of the Makai Knights from, I want to say, Taiga's series. The sequel series to the original Garo stuff, I believe, is where Crow's from. But we have one of the Makai Knights. One of their his actor is blue. I think he's blue or yellow. One of those two. I forget which one. And then like a third one was like a bit role in one of the Amazon episodes. So like that's technically 3 alumni, which is kind of hilarious because Banjo's the same way. Banjo was supporting cast member in like season 2 of Amazons before he got the big breakout role in Build. So yeah, I kind of dig that. The mechs look nice. I don't know. Sentai has been not the best to me these last couple seasons in terms of feeling like I should really be watching this week to week, because I like to watch a show week to week. Otherwise, I just fall off of it because I just lose interest. And that's nothing to say. I shouldn't say about the quality of the show. It's just, hey, I don't care for a show. I fell off of it. I still keep up with it, kind of in the background, kind of, excuse me, just on the outside looking in through like previews and just reading up on the episodes without actively watching it. But still. Anywho, just wanted to talk about that real quick. Since that's been on my mind today, since watching the Direct and seeing everyone just being like, how dare Nintendo put in a Fire Emblem character when they did this exact same thing in Smash 4, so you should have kind of expected it. And also, Byleth looks kind of fun with like the mixing up with the 4 different weapons used throughout all of her moveset. I mean, I liked Terry, and I think he's like the most fun I've found mechanically. And I have zero attachment to SNK, Final Fight, King of Fighters, all of that. I have zero attachment to that, and I still think Terry is like the best mechanically, and I love playing as him. I was playing as him when I was just going through the Spirit Board to see if the Dame Next Machina stuff got dropped in. Which, I don't think it still hasn't. Still hasn't, which upsets me. But I'll probably be using him for all the Astral Train events that are this weekend to get all those spirits. But anywho, let's get rolling on Momohime's. No, can we skip the tutorial? I know how to play the game now. I'm good. Try to pick up some of this stuff early. Help level up. Actually, since Violet got announced, I decided to go back to 3 houses and start a New Game Plus run for one of the other routes. So I've started a Golden Deer route, and oh boy, I didn't realize how... I'm not sure busted would be the right word for it, but how freeform you can be with the New Game Plus stuff. Because when you do New Game Plus in Fire Emblem 3 Houses, if you remember from when I played it, I got renowned for everything I did as a teacher. So anytime I answered a question right, anytime I did the having a meal with students, doing the cooking, doing all of that kind of material, I got renown. And New Game Plus, you pretty much all of the renown you banked. Or so in the statues is more or less given to you along with, I guess, whatever renown you got over the course of the entire playthrough. I'm not too sure on like what all renown is counted, but you get all that. The statues remain as they are, so you can kind of more or less max those out on like a subsequent playthrough. But you not only use it there, you can also use it to more or less go, alright, I want all of the support conversation, or all of the support levels for all the units I used last time, just off the bat, and it's like 400 apiece, and I was at like 13,000 or so. I had a lot of renown, to be honest. So I was able to buy pretty much to where I was in my last playthrough with all of the Black Eagles, meaning by the time I could recruit them, which was just like the week after, or which was like the next time I could do exploration from when I got access to that stuff, just go, hey, you're all on my team now, and got to recruit them all outright. So I more or less get to start with like double the roster that I did before now. But you can do that. You can upgrade any of your weapon skills for yourself in any other character to more or less give yourself an advantage off the bat. You can buy various crests that you can just give to the different characters, just to like go, hey, you got this crest now. Like you just have this bonus like passive. There was something else you could really do with it, but I was just amazed, and like, guess what? You can still continue to you can max out your teacher level really easily. It's not that it's like pretty cheap to buy the max level for it. So I'm starting the game at the max teacher level, which means, oh look, I have every activity point I could ever want right off the bat. Yeah, also because of that, like, I can, like, blaze through supports now throughout the entire game, because it's like, oh, hey, I have this cooking thing that lets me just, like, throw 2 people plus myself onto a table and we all get to eat, and oh, look, all the support we get. It is insane! And I believe this New Game Plus is, like, cumulative as well, so you can do a New Game Plus run on top of this New Game Plus run and do more. So I'm probably going to keep going with this for at least a little while. But this will probably be the run I do that DLC story stuff on.
あの人たちこそが切った相手に乗り移る。今やその五体のことごとくがこの伊豆名陣九郎のもの。おとなしく明け渡すか。
体一つに魂一つ、命において真な雪之丞の体を奪うはずが、割り込んだ姫君のせいでこう
逃がさぬぞ陣九郎。出家の身でありながら浅ましき姿。
Ah, damn, I got hit. Now I gotta level up. As I continue to just wail on this guy. There we go.
ったわ。桃姫の魂が見当たらぬ。先ほどの騒ぎに乗じて術が破れたからには桃姫の魂に何があった。すぐにも追わねばならぬというのに、ぐずぐずしよって今菊。いつもながら狐とは思えぬ見事な化けっぷり。
申し訳ございませぬ。遅れ嵯峨野からは街道に出られず、北に
もうよい。お前の話。
清州の同将千治村正、その見た目
村正ほどの妖刀でのうては我がおぼろ流剣術
では刃にまといつく切られ。
そんなものでいいならいくらでも用立ていたすぞ。
されば村正殿も喜ばれ、妖刀と名の付くからにはそれ
見入られることなく刀の容器を制して操る剣術がおぼろ流。いくら折れようとも鞘に収まれば血をすするためによみがえる。
社に収められた面を持ち出したのがこれもひとえに陣九郎様がためと。
Karen Major mechs are being shown off on Twitter at the moment.
網を張り逃がさぬつもりらしいが、神馬両断の村正があれば。何はさておき、今は急がねばならん。東海道よりつきまとっていた乱あやつの口ぶりでは箱根を越え江戸に下る算段であろう。
そんなことにはさせません。
Apparently the red sports car mech we've been seeing in the magazine scans is just a bonus lottery item.
刀は切れ味こ刀のできたるがもうされる負け。
なかおつな味じゃのう。悪くない。感情はここに置いておくぞ。
聞いた。
Trying to find the item and getting attacked. Oops, I did not mean to press that. You know, I do wonder what the mini plot for Kara Major will look like, since we got a lot of clear parts and stuff on this. Granted, they done clear parts for mini plot. I'm not sure if I need to go up or not to get where I need to go. I might have. Well, the Meg stuff does look nice. I just hope the show's good. Granted, I'm in no position to buy anything at the moment. I'm not gonna do as much exploring as I did for Peacecake, because, I don't really feel like exploring at the moment. I am surprised I didn't kill all of them. No, I realized I had an accessory and I have not put it on.
ゴンギクは人間の多いところが苦手にございます。陰気変ずれば陽気ともなりましょう。
吉原に来てちょんのもはあるまい。入り浸って
かような悪所に旦那様が出入りするのは辛抱なりま。
人並みに焼いておるのか、今菊。いらぬ心配よ。
人気の太夫は眺めるばかりで一元さんでは相手にされず、
無粋なやつじゃな。うぬなど
ああ、かな。一つはとも和入道ともよ。わっちも間もなく。
哀れなものよ、朝霧。車から出ることなく命運尽き。加害遊興とは生臭がす。
待っておったぞジンクロ。よし、嘘だと思うか。顔
振り向いてはなりません、旦那様。この凄まじい容器。噂では姿を見た者は八つ咲きにされるそうでござい。
難儀なことを言うやつよ。尻を向けたままでは。これは確かにいかつい顔じゃな。靴は親父、いや和乳だ。
Okay, you're too high for that. That might have attempted to poison me, I think. Oh my god.
あれほどの怪異相手も切り下すか、おぼろ竜。永遠に国剣の申し子、終わりの獅子ともてはやされた武悪子。筋試合で二度と獲物を持てる身とされたこちらは、今やわしは僧正の地。
靴は親父との話はついたぞ、アクス。
ジンクロ邪教の技に頼り、今に超武装が押し寄せてくる。それだけでない。野牛の若殿。
やはり執拗に襲ってくるのはおぼろ流は影の流れを組む剣。
無双と歌われる野牛新影流が相手として
なんと礼をしてよいものやら。
己のためにしたまでのこと、いつまでも鬱陶しい。
体は奪われ、さりとてあの世へ行くこともかなわぬ。
桃姫か。そう嘆くでない。この体をお主に返すと言うておるのよ。断るなら面倒者がお主の魂をついてくるか。よしよし、聞き分けのいい子だ。今月狐に蘭海の後をつけさせよう。おそらくは雪の城に行きつけよう。あやつに会うてわしの太刀の行方を聞き出せねばならん。術の破れたこの身を捨てて新たに屈強な男子の
I was about to say, I wouldn't happen to have a bronze mirror on me, would I? No, of course not. Oh, here's the item. Now we gotta head all the way left, so I'm just holding left forever. Did that way too early. I'm at 7 apiece, so can't quite do anything with that just yet. Yep, and all the way through here. Great. That'd be a while till I equip that one. Alright, that should be all of them. Bleeding Spirit, not enough souls. Oh, that gives me orbiters. Nice. Oh god, I got my controls mixed up because I'm thinking I'm in a different game. To be accessing the menu. I keep checking to see when I can equip that bait. Probably at 9, to be honest. We probably won't go to the length again either tonight. I don't know. I do feel tired. I guess I'm just not getting good enough sleep these last couple nights.
された上、ムクロに悪霊がついて
野球の小僧が人を化け物のように言いよった。よいより将軍家指南役の剣とはいずれ手あ
ジンクロ、どうかあの方を切らないで。
諦め、声は届かぬ。女子供
来ると思うておったぞ。
勝負が決した時、勝負の前に一つ聞きたい。鳴神で桃姫を貫いた狼藉者の獲物の太刀、その
太刀じゃと。鳴神の新たな代官が処分しておらぬ。
やはり鳴神か。農州までの童貞は
そのような懸念は無用。いずこへも迷わぬように今ここで柳生新影流の非容疑、今見せてくれ。
Ah, you're pretty much like fighting a samurai, so I have to break your blade first. Just bouncing around with just the orbiters. Damn, I wasn't fast enough on that one. Get back in the corner.
しさばきで致命傷を避けたか。こやつて。お待ちください。ああ、お待ちを。またもしゃしゃり出るか。女ごときの命乞いは無用。待てと言うておるに、耳がどういかジンクロ。切りぬと言うならこちらとてこうしてくれる。
魂が押し出された。無理やりかなくしか能のない箱入り娘かと思えば仕方がない。こたびは雪之丞の命は見逃してくれよ。
まだ起きられてはなりません。雪のご安堵なされませ。身も心も今は桃姫。
ここはあの世か、それとも夢か。そのどちらでも構わぬ。聞いてくれ。拙者そなたに許しを請わねばならぬ。桃姫とそれがしの縁組、なる神、今や鏡公はご生涯なされ、
お父上も姉様もこの世の人でなく、
桃姫が迷い出たのはきっと
明神様の貴重なお薬を少しでも恩に思うなら早く体を
久方の仰せ十分に済ませた。
雪之丞様をお助けくださり。
いらぬ心配じゃ。遠巻きに忍びどもが
お父上、姉様、桃姫の魂を封じずあのままになさるおつもりですか？
鏡家の窮状を知って帰郷に流行っておるのじゃ。
美濃に向かうにも東海道は大きな結界が張られ、
これ以上坊主の相手をするのは願い下げよう。
Alright, in the cave. Oh, that's better. I got a better long blade. There's Hopsering Lucky. Missed one earlier. That's a completely wrong way for us. Some more pheasant. Yeah, we'll do this spawn monkey real quick.
裸を見られるのが恥ずかしいと腕を見よ。本気で刀を振れば筋肌もやばすぎる。血も焼けだらけで。
There we go. Just throw everything at me, why don't you? Or yams. Up, I bypassed where I needed to go. I need to go up. Oh, there's Embor. Oh my god, get through the door. Thank you. You know, if I pushed hard enough tonight, I might be able to beat the game tonight, but I don't know.
どうするハツさん。どうするって行くしかねえじゃねえか。ここでこうやって待ってたって。
てめえ忘れてやがるな。話したじゃん。聞くところによるとそいつは
しゃあ、そいつはちょいと勘弁してもらい。
バカ言え。俺がちょっと目離した隙に
本菊ではないか。
旦那様、やはり美濃へ参るのは
相模の黒蜜は腕は村。その刀身には地獄の極卒らは亡者を切り刻んでは生き返らせ、黒蜜はその極卒が持つ喝殺自在の大なたを黒蜜の生活近く鎌倉お主らようも
俺ら山に入るときにだけどこの先何人も旅人。
おや、娘さんも後先女だけの旅や心細い。
年頃の娘の身でこの寒いのに足を。こっちもそいつを退治しようと来たはいいが。
人臭いぞ。
Alright, this is a big, giant one that we have to tag his foot forever. Oh my god. Let me get back to playing footsies real quick. There we go. A little messy. Like a lot of messy, but I got it.
つまらぬことで思わぬいとまを取った。おかげで今宵は野宿。慰めにボタン鍋でもつつきながら一杯やるとしようか。化け物の肉なら綱吉の。
待ってくだせえ。山の秘密を包み隠さず話しますので。
このもののけは我らと変化は1000年生きて戦機を培い、この冷戦に使っておれば数百年で天に昇れるやん。
ここが山の隠れ湯だ。オーラの名はイザサ王。
これからは人間に見つからないようにここへは。
アシュラみてえに恐ろしい娘が今は観音様。
イノシシとの約束など保護にして、まあよい。これも黒蜜が手に戻るまでの死。
それでは次も誰かを犠牲にすると申す。
好き好んでのことではない。元のわしは想像を絶する修行の末に極めたこのおぼろ流を。ただ死を待つばかりなだと非容疑にかけたのがあの夜で。
今菊、今の鳴神で実権を握っ。
改易後は評判の良くない鹿見男女という。
鹿見男女と言われましたか。鹿見そやつなら黒蜜の行方を知らぬはずはあるまいて。
I'm gonna stop here real quick and take a break because I need to use the bathroom. So, see you in a little bit, folks. Oh, whoops, I forgot to turn on playlist. Boop. Hey, Tommy's got me ESQ. I actually did some catching the other day because, coincidentally enough, apparently, through people who have done some testing, you can set your Switch's clock to a specific day, and the entire wild area will be a specific weather. Coincidentally enough, it's the first of every month over the course of next year. I don't know if it counts last year, but at least the first day of every month of this year, we'll set it to a specific weather. And since excuse me. Since you can do that, really easily do that when you're offline, it's really easy to catch all those weather-specific Pokemon. I wish I had known that sooner. Now I gotta step away because my dog got up and is being a grumpy butt. 1 second. Yeah, let me get myself. Alright, I'm back. I'm trying to decide whether to push myself to wrap up the rest of Omohime's campaign tonight or not. Because we actually only have this Act 5 through more or less Act 8 was this finale. So we have 4 acts left. And considering I got through half of it in about an hour and a half, I could probably push myself and get that far, but I don't know. I don't know if I will be up for it. Because the bonus of getting through it tonight and not next week is that Remind is coincidentally enough next Thursday, so well, that's not very helpful. So in theory, we could start Kingdom Hearts 3 next week. But I would more or less have to kind of bum rush through the last parts of the game, and I don't know. Granted, it's not like we can't start Kingdom Hearts 3 next week anyway. Maybe we just do whatever we have left of Muramasa and then switch over to Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, I was looking away. True. I could finish Muramasa next Wednesday with Ace Attorney. Because we're almost done with Big Top Circus, so... What do you want? Why aren't you bargaining at somebody else to let you out? So what we actually might end up doing, just to make it simpler, that way... 1 second. Apparently, I'm the only one he wants to let him out. Yeah, we might do that, because it won't take me that long to wrap up Big Top Circus. Or Turnabout Circus. Or, no, is it... Turnabout Big Top is the name of it, actually. Let's get all the maps. Make it easier for me to navigate. I should double check my equipment. I can't do nothing there. Better long blade, but still can't do short blades. I need what? Only to say 15, 16, 17. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Well, I got like super ahead on one of them. And that is why I hate these guys. Yeah, we might just do that where Wednesday is finishing up Turnabout Big Top, finishing up this. That way, the following week, we start fresh with the final case of Ace Attorney 2. And Thursday is all Kingdom Hearts 3. Yay. Wait, oh, excuse me. Next week, we start Kingdom Hearts 2.9, and we should be able to hit Kingdom Hearts 3 before the night's over. I'm not kidding, by the way. For reference, because of a stupid title card. The actual like prologue, I guess, of the game, or more or less the tutorial world, which is Olympus, is technically denoted as Kingdom Hearts 2.9 officially. Why, you may ask? I don't know. Because Kingdom Hearts is a very, very dumb franchise. Yeah. You get a title card in okay, it's not that fancy of a title card, but you get a title card in everything when you go off the Olympus Coliseum. You'll see it next week. Up here is Kingdom Hearts 2.9 because you're not at 3 yet. Nope, nope. You gotta get through Olympus real quick. Also, prepare for me to groan at the not versus 13 massive reference because someone decided that since he didn't get to make versus 13 like he wanted, since it got turned into 15, he's just going to sneak it in into Kingdom Hearts, I guess. Don't ask me why. Also, it is quite literally versus 13 with just a new coat of paint to make it look like it's not versus 13, but it's clearly versus 13. Because again, somebody didn't get to make versus 13 like he wanted. Nomura. Also, by the way, Tommy, did you check the Smash Direct this morning? Well, how do you feel about another Fire Emblem character? Because it's Byleth from Three Houses. But she has more or less an axe, a lance, and a bow weapon in her arsenal, plus her sword, to kind of mix up her range and abilities. She looks fairly fun to play, to be honest. I'm not too upset about it. The fucking internet is. Because it's another Fire Emblem character with a sword. And we got too many of those. We got so many sword people. People don't like the swords. Yeah, like, we've got a lot of Fire Emblem representation, I'll be honest, but, like, it's not as big of a deal as I think people are making it out to be. Plus, guess what? You're getting 6 more fighters over the course of the next year. Plus. Because the next Fighter Pass is 6 characters, and they're all due out by December of next year.
Okay, I think I can also agree with some of the backlash on that because I'm wanting to say before this, wasn't Fire Emblem the most represented franchise?
I think it's tied for most representation, technically.
Except for not now.
Depends on how many of the Mario characters you count as one thing, I believe. I have not done the counting.
I would more look at it as how many character slots. Because yes, all the Koopalings are in there, which would also inflate it, but they're all also the same slot shared with Bowser Jr.
True.
Meaning they're all essentially the same fighter, so you can't really count that.
Well, I was meaning more like, how much do you count Wario and Donkey Kong and all of them?
Donkey Kong's his own franchise now.
True.
Yes, he started with Mario, but he's his own.
Yeah. Also, Pokemon's up there, to be honest.
And I would have to think that the internet would probably groan over another Pokemon getting added, too.
True.
I mean, it's one of those that I'm like, it's not weird to see Mario being a franchise that is strongly represented in it, because it's a Nintendo game. Of course it's going to be. It's one of those... I feel like maybe Fire Emblem's getting a little too much compared to what they could be doing, too.
True. Also, give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back.
Okay.
I will say, it also doesn't help that it was also announced today that, oh, by the way, the next big part of the Fire Emblem Three Houses expansion pack, which is the big story edition, is coming out soon. And they announced it today. And it won't be out long after Byleth gets added to Smash. I wonder what Byleth is in Smash to help promote.
I mean, I can understand stuff like that.
Yeah. And also,
by the way, the Wikipedia page also lists Donkey Kong as its own franchise, so yeah, we can't count that as Mario.
Yeah, because like you have the Donkey and Diddy, depending on how you count them. You got Yoshi and Wario, who've more or less become their own thing.
Well, as of the end of Fighter Pass 1, technically, there is 8 Fire Emblem characters.
Yeah, there is 8.
There is arguably 10 Pokemon? Because isn't 3 of those tied with Pokemon Trainer?
Yes.
Meaning, I don't know, I kind of feel like that's still not 100% right to try to do it that way, but...
Technically, all of the Pokemon in Pokemon Trainer have full movesets and whatnot.
So maybe that's why they're going that way with it?
Yeah, because bear in mind, Charizard was his own character when he was put in the Smash Ultimate, and then was re-put back in with Pokemon Trainer. So he was his own person, but now he's back to sharing 2 slots, or sharing a slot with 2 others. Honestly, they have full movesets and probably have the amount of work it would take for one fighter. So, also,
I guess we'll let that run.
Plus, I think the Smash website counts all of them individually. So, officially, they are counted individually, just like the Mii fighters are counted individually.
And there is 9 Mario characters.
I was about to say, Mario's up there.
That is literally the top 3.
Yeah, and guess what?
It's one of those... I know there's no one else really that you could pull for Donkey Kong. I get that. Because there's a limit.
It's honestly Dixie, and that's...
Before you start getting into, this is repetitive, why are we doing this?
Yeah, you honestly only get, like, Dixie, and that's kind of it. Unless you pull real deep for something. Or get real creative and be like, here's...
I mean, technically there is 3 more they could.
Yeah.
Because Tiny, Chunky, and Lanky, I feel like all could be worked in a way where they could be different, but still there's such a limited pull from that one.
And plus, how many people want the DK64 crew over, like, Dixie?
True.
And also, how many people want someone else over Dixie? Plus, just to point it out, if they put Geno in, that puts Mario at 10, because Geno's technically Mario.
If they can even get the okay to do that.
Which would probably be a very long conversation with Square Enix to pull that one off. Which is part of why I think Violet is the last one, because maybe some third-party deal that they had in place for the 5th slot, like, had issues in development, so they had to maybe push plans back and put that into the 2nd Fighter Pass.
I don't know, because I don't know on that.
Yeah.
Because of the simple fact of, like I was saying about the DMC stuff, I think it was the developer, one of the heads for it was like, you know, I couldn't justify him being in Smash unless he had a Nintendo game. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge kind of deal. And that's why I'm like, I don't know necessarily if it was that or if this might have been the plan from the start.
Yeah.
And then maybe Dante was supposed to be the DLC 2 launch kind of deal.
I feel like either case, like, look at what we got from Fighter Pass 1 already. If you bought the Fighter Pass, oh no, you got a Fire Emblem character in your Fighter Pass. Oh no, how horrible.
My bad on counting the Mario, because I just realized that they technically did separate Wario into his own thing. But I don't think you can technically do that.
It depends how much you want to count WarioWare as its own franchise at this point. Which is where I would say most of Wario stuff that comes from in Smash is technically WarioWare, kind of, sort of. Most of it's kind of made up just for the game. Kind of like Fox.
That's kind of why I'm like, you know, I don't really know how you could call that one.
Yeah.
As him being his own. Like, Donkey Kong managed to become his own franchise with his own adventure lines.
Mm-hmm.
So I can get that clear separation. Wario, I'm like, that's that gray line where I'm like, And actually, I take that back. I see yet another, but it makes more sense than Wario. Yoshi's actually considered his own.
Oh, wow. Okay, 1 second. Alright, I'm back.
Alright. So yeah, Yoshi's one of those, I could maybe see that, but I also think that everything Yoshi has done has still actually took place within the Mario universe, so that's one of those possibly could be considered dual franchise.
Oh, more or less.
So I mean, technically, if you count them, then yes, Mario does have the most.
Which, you know, makes sense, since that's Nintendo's mascot, so of course he gets the most slots.
Yeah. And I mean, Pokemon is kind of Nintendo's money racket, so of course that gets second slot.
I think the reason Fire Emblem's got so much is because Fire Emblem has kind of become the next big franchise for Nintendo.
I wouldn't say has become so much as I would say is trying to become. Because it feels like they're trying to put everything in, but at the same time, it's that mixed bag.
Yeah.
So it's one of those I'm like, I don't know. I feel like they're trying, so that's at least something. But I also feel like the more they're trying to force it into that third billing for Smash, the more it's like you're actually driving more people away from it.
Yeah, because it doesn't help that, like, as diverse of Fire Emblem's rosters is, guess who's the main character? Usually a sword wielder of some variety is usually the main character of the franchise.
And it kind of gets back to that.
Yeah.
Because I wish this list would designate by type.
Yeah.
Because truthfully, when it's all said and done, all the fighters break down into one of the three Mii fighter types.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those that I would kind of like to look at that kind of mentality of it to see if everyone complaining there's too many sword fighters is actually right. Because I feel like that is potentially an arguing point. Like, it's definitely heavy in sword fighters. I'm not going to try to argue against that. But I don't feel like it's overflowing either.
Well, what's also not helping is there's a couple other... Oh. Don't mind me, this fucking tiger monkey thing is kicking my ass.
I mean, in my opinion, the bigger problem I would have is the clones.
Yeah. Ow. Yeah, Fire Emblem unfortunately has the problem of, guess who has the most fucking, more or less, Echo Fighters / clones?
Yeah. And that's a problem.
And all I have to say to that is, unfortunately, they decided to pull from several games that decided that, yeah, they all kind of share a lot of the same stuff.
But, okay, you can't tell me that they couldn't have pulled characters that might not have been the main character, but might have at least been important enough for people that like the franchise and or the game itself to be like, oh yeah, I know who that's from.
Yeah, they could have.
I mean, I feel like what's coming into play there is the thought process is we're going to add a Fire Emblem character. Who's the main character of this game? And then it falls back to, like you said, that is a recurring theme with the game. and it's not so much that they're singling out, okay, who's the sword fighter we can get from this game. It's more so a case of they're like, who's the main character, and then that backlash is hard on them.
Yeah, because the lore class is primarily a sword-based class. Honestly, if they wanted a non-sword fighter from Three Houses, all they had to pick was not Byleth. But instead they went, hey, Byleth kind of is your main character in the game, is the one, your avatar, so we've already shown that we're going to do those over the lords, the proper lords of those games, with Robin and Corrin. So here's Byleth, but to mix it up, she gets more or less the Lord's weapons, or the proper Three Houses Lord's weapons in her moveset. So there's diversity in her moveset, besides just, hey, I have sword that is whip to make me different. Because, like, for Fates, they could have chose 8 different characters, potentially, instead of Corrin, and only 2 of them use a sword, if I recall correctly.
So it's a case of if they did a little bit more research, then they probably could have avoided it.
Right, but the problem is, those 8 are split across 2 versions of the game, so if you add in one from there, you have to add in the other one, more or less. So that's 2 character slots spoken for, instead of just picking Corrin. And when you're at that point, it's just like, okay, how do we incorporate a staff user on a Pegasus or an axe user on a dragon? Those probably a little difficult. Let's see. One is a sword user on a horse. One is just another sword user. And then you have straight mage, and 2 mage classes, which is half of Robin's moveset. So you kind of end up right back where you started with, oh look, our real big option is Swordman or 2 baby mages. Shit. That also is kind of a slight other problem with you when you start getting into, okay, what is the core supporting cast, more or less, surrounding that character? Okay, we can't do any Cavalier units. That kind of eliminates several options off the bat. Per game. You more or less get down to maybe a lance user or maybe an axe user, and I would think at this point, unless you're Hector, you're not in the conversation. Which probably would be Ike, but what if axe, more or less, because he's pretty heavy fighter, I would think. Like, I know the problem is swords. But what needs to happen is not... The sword is not the problem. The problem is diversity in the moveset. Byleth at least has diversity in her moveset while still being a sword user. The problem Fire Emblem had is just Marth, Roy, Lucina, and Chrom are all kind of the same person, with slight variations. And that's half of Fire Emblem's representation right there. You have to go to Ike, Robin, and Corrin in order to feel something different in terms of a moveset. That's the core problem with Fire Emblem. So it's technically not sword, because if it was a sword problem, well, there's a lot of other characters in Smash that use swords too. Because if you don't like the sword users, I guess who also uses a sword? Yeah, Link uses a sword. So does Cloud. I do not have a new short blade at all. Well, now I do. You know, I do not remember the blades I need for the other two endings. But I would honestly hop on my 100% save file, because it's one of those... I believe for the last ending you have to get this blade, at least. Which, you know, is a long way down both trees.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both. Bear in mind, I have to go down both trees to that point. I don't remember where the second one is. I think the second one is also in this kind of mid-ground area as well. But, like, higher up. Honestly, I would just hop in my 100% save file and just equip the blades, because all you need is to equip the blade and beat the final boss. Which, thankfully, is really easy to do. Assuming you can actually beat those bosses, because the final boss changes depending on what blade you have equipped. More or less, the second blade, you're fighting the opposite playable character, and then more or less a mirror match.
Oh wow.
Yeah, everything you can do, they can do. So, whatever special moves you remember using, they might have them. And more. I forget the third boss, but I think the third boss is shared. Also, I might just blow through all the bosses, because I'm kind of level 99 on both of them. Like I said, it took a while to grind out, you know. Like, to get these, I not only need the souls, which is actually fighting, I need to go eat a crap ton of food, which means I need a crap ton of money. Or ingredients, which would also require money, so... Those are two hard forms of grinding I needed to do to get all of the blades.
That seems rough.
Yeah, but I really liked this game back 7 years ago, and I did all of it. Like, again, to point it out, I'll go back here because I can show the date again. That's when I last played the game. Was 2013.
Well then.
And that is all 108 blades unlocked. And the good thing is, once you beat both stories the first time around, you can use any blade across both characters. So any progress you make on a tree counts for both, which is nice. It speeds things up. And so do, like, the dens. Because there's a couple of them that are just, here's 1,000 enemies, and you just go in there with something that increases your soul collection, or the number of souls you get per defeated enemy, and just like, well, I'm getting more souls than 1,000 now. I just have to survive. Also, I do not know what any content creator who focuses on amiibo is going to do when we hit this drought of no amiibo, since we have no amiibo after tomorrow.
Well, no guaranteed amiibo.
Right. Once Dark Samus and Richter come out, we're only at the DLC fighters, and who knows when the fuck they'll come out at this rate. Well, okay, the Fire Pass fighters, because we've got Piranha Plant. Okay, it merges. I just need to make it there. I hate traversing these areas because I hate the birds. They suck because they just go off screen for so long. And bear in mind, my screen clear quick draw, it only counts if they're on screen, invulnerable. So, if they're all screen, I can't hit them. Like, I can normally hit them if they're close enough, but screen clear won't catch them. And sometimes they're just assholes, just leave. Ah, shit, that was late. You can get those in one shot if you time it right. I've fucked up the timing. I do not remember the timing. I almost wanted to say it's immediately when you open the portal because by the time the attack hits, they're all out and they're all vulnerable. I think. Oh wow, we also have the added, I just thought about that. We have the added wrinkle of, yeah, technically we have 6 amiibo, potentially, for the DLC fighters, because they might do both Byleths. Because they did both Corins.
True.
Of course, they never went back and did the other Robin. So, kind of gets the question of, like, will they actually do that? Doesn't help that I don't know who they're going to count as the canon Byleth in any other material, since, well, I would think male Byleth until, you know, the voice actor from male Byleth decided to go get himself into stupid amounts of trouble that had him forcibly be recast a week after the game came out. I'd say he's a bit of a shithead, and Nintendo might have been on the right of doing that one.
Probably, yeah.
So now I'm like, maybe female Byleth. Also, this is one of the dens where it's just like, hey, you want the crap ton of souls? Here's 1,000 ninjas. Go kill them. Hope you're good at deflecting projectiles, because you're going to get all the projectiles thrown at you forever. Oh, and for whatever reason, there's apparently a way of counting binary by hand that I didn't know was a thing. Sakurai showed it off during the direct, and it's just like, oh, hey, with one hand you can count to like 30 in binary. With 2 hands you can count to like 1,000, and I'm like, that's a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. Although people now have an image of technically Sakurai flipping the bird, which I'm sure people will kind of use for their own purposes. Oh, and I love how everyone was worried about Final Fantasy VII being delayed to a week before Cyberpunk, and then Cyberpunk came out and was like, oh yeah, we're gonna do a 5-month delay real quick. Which Avengers, I think, also did like a 5-month delay and is, I think, in September now? September, October, one of those two?
Well then.
Yeah, I got the hard delay. If Final Fantasy VII Remake got like a month delay-ish, which doesn't sound that big of a deal. Granted, I still have concerns about Avengers. But that, at this point, I think is just me.
I don't know.
Okay, me and Giant Bomb, because Giant Bomb were also like, oh, that game doesn't sound very... Like, when in their, like, 2020 look ahead at the major releases, like, pre-Avengers delay, they were just like, this game comes out in 2 months, and we're not sure about this one. So I'm not the only one who's slightly concerned about that game, because we haven't seen any of the multiplayer stuff. We don't have any like roadmap information. We're not sure how the live service part of this game's going to be. You know, the important stuff. That's fine. It's weird to feel like, oh no, my blade broken. Oh no, I get an immediate quick draw. As long as I have another blade that isn't broken. I think I got a decent piece of equipment out of it, which is good because I don't really have another one. I mean, that works-ish, so that means I can just spam healing items a little bit faster. Oh, right. That way. I need a map. I can't see where anything is until I have a map. Otherwise, I'm more or less flying off vague memory of where to go, which doesn't exist. Also, I've surprisingly gotten used to jumping with the control stick again.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it still feels weird and just like, nah, I would rather have a button. Yeah, it's weird. After playing 2 VanillaWare games, I'm just like, oh, we're going to hell? Ah, that seems normal.
Yeah.
Quick jump through hell real quick. yeah, that's normal. just gotta go in and out. Just gotta go grab some. Yep. I had to do that across like 5 characters multiple times. Oh my god, you will take forever to kill. Come on, grab the item. Thank you. Wait, I can't equip anything until I'm clear. Sheriff, that probably will be slightly more useful. Oh, not again! Another one of you! I shouldn't be surprised, I'm probably gonna run into you a lot. Oh, do you need a link to the article I had about, changing the weather, or changing the time to, get one weather across the entire wild area?
Sure, why not?
Give me a second, let me kill this full blacksmith.
Also, I am having a problem with the digging duo giving me, the fossils that I'm needing.
I'm gonna say that's normal, to be honest. If you just need the Pokedex entries, I got all 4.
I would prefer to have them, though. Yeah, like, truthfully, what's screwed up is I've gotten the ones from my game more from the skill guide than from the other one.
Ah. Oh, whoops. Nope, that's not Control C. Yeah, more or less. Just change it to like the first of a month, and that's it. Like, literally, that's it. I don't know if it will work besides this year, because all the dates in that article are from this year. But presumably it might work. Should have figured out how to go down.
You've got to be freaking kidding me right now.
Still not giving you the
Oh, I just had 2 different instances where he got me the fish.
Ah.
The fish is the one that I'm supposed to be able to get easy. It's like, would you frickin' please?
Yeah, honestly, I think I lucked out with them.
Oh my god. He just did it again. Would you quit? Okay, I'm walking away from him. That is the 4th time out of like 6 times in a row there. Oh god.
Honestly, I can't even tell you what the odds are.
I would love to know if there's a trick to that.
Google for it? Because I don't
Like,
know.
I would love it. Alright. So as long as I don't... Okay.
Shit, he got invulnerable. For reference, if folks are wondering what I mean by vulnerability, if they bounce off the ground, they more or less get to stand up without me being able to damage them. But if I can juggle them, or get them like right before they hit their invincibility state with an uppercut, I can keep juggling them. Sometimes that is easier said than done, which is why I would prefer a jump button in this game. The only thing I don't like. Oh, yes, I blew that.
Well, I got another abomination.
what,
I went ahead and just went... I just went ahead and I'm starting to make what I can of them.
But which one?
Draco's ult. The literal abomination.
Is that
Because
the
I think Dracovish actually looks somewhat okay.
Dragon Ball? Is that the one with the little itty bitty head and arms and stuff, and the big?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
Yes.
I was trying to think. Is it?
Literal abomination.
I was about to say, is it that one? I was about to say, is it that one, or was that the one where the mouth is on the top of the head?
Also, I found it funny when Tom got to the point of the fossil researcher and realized her name was Carolus.
I didn't see that live, but someone had a clip of that on YouTube.
I am like, that is so funny because that is something I would have done, actually, just completely not realize it. And then it's like, oh, I see what you did there.
To be fair, I think somebody in chat gave him the name of Help Me.
Yeah. Which was funny.
I don't know if he's got the other fossils or what he named them, to be honest. God, son of a...
I've not watched
Quit breaking my legs.
the recent episodes, but I would think at this point he probably does, even if it's outside of the episodes he's put on YouTube so far.
Yeah, I know yesterday or the day before he was doing raid battles and farming out for shinies.
It was
Specifically
the day before, because
Okay.
we were doing raids and stuff.
Okay. He was farming out for shiny Quagsire and nope, no luck.
And there's Arctovish.
No, I don't remember if that one was the one with the... Oh my god. Why am I getting so many encounters on a fairly consistent rate?
That's the one that looks like its head is backwards.
I was about to say one
think.
of the ones with the kind of like seal head. Technically the head is facing up, and his mouth is on the top of his head.
Oh,
think-
then yes, that's this one.
Okay, I was about to say the Pokedex entry. I think like spotlights that.
I just happen to remember which one it was that Tom had actually done. And that, yeah, the name made it very clear, too.
Yeah, because it looks like he's got a cold, too, which is just like, oh, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
Although I think I've seen art of someone try to, like, put these fossils back where they're supposed to be. Please just ow. Okay, just these little gremlin guys. Good. Tired of fighting the big guys forever.
Yep, these are never gonna end up being in my party.
You live in the box for now.
You have been brought back to life to literally die in the box.
ああ、どうしたらいいのやら。
Like, what's bad is Dracovish probably looks the best out of the four, and it's still not good.
一人では来た道を戻るのは無理。シンクロの魂が食べられたのもわらわの送り。
I love how in this game's plot, sometimes things just happen in between transitions, and it's just like, oh, okay, we're doing this now. Especially because, like, both stories start kind of in the middle, and you're just like, wait, this happened? Oh, okay. So we're just going with this.
Oh, and I also have an extra Eevee egg if you ever want it or need it for anything.
鬼の大将のご用が。
I think I'm good.
I kind of got a Sylveon that was roaming around in the wild areas, so it's like, okay.
あなた様にお願いが。
Because needless to say, I went through all this to try to breed, to go ahead and speed through that part of it, and then I realized that, you know, if you just visit a certain area at random weathers / times a day, the different evolutions can pop up there. I'm like, yep, now I find that out.
お待ちください。私もお膳に登るなどめったにあること。都で大層流行なのが生きたままつるりと飲み。あなた
Ah, yes, get back the person that can whip the soul of the person that can whip ass. We're just gonna hop in the monster's stomach and hope he lets us do that.
気になる。そのようにあの
でかしたぞ桃姫。我ながら間抜けな幕切れに。
Ow. Oh, okay, I walked myself into that one. And that. Great, back inside. Wonderful. Alright, last health bar. Ah, shit, ow.
命ばかりはお助けを。
この大鬼の大将が鳴神の城から蔵ごと持ち去った黒蜜の太刀はどこにいる？
おめえもあの刀を探してんのか？とんだ木さん違い。刀は
地獄組んだりまで出向いて無駄。
お嬢ちゃん、地獄は初めてかいな。近頃仕置き用の獲物を盗んだやつがおるらしゅうて、腕釜一つ使うのも手続きがややこしゅうて、仕置きもな、どっちが罰受け取るかようわからん。こんな時は
フグはうめえが板前代を決してじいや俺の答えが俺の野郎こともあろうに、どうせあいつもうっかりこっちへ落ちる口だ。
お主は
おお、鳴神の悪代官か。腰のも
かつての主従が今ではこうして
こっちは冷やかしできたまでよ。お主のしょ
旦那様、てっきり鬼に捕らえられ、ここで極卒らに見つかっては元も子もない。そうでございますか。黒蜜の太刀はどこに行ったか皆目行方知れず。はて、これからどうしたものか。
ここで素直に諦めるようなら、この人九郎の魂魄が天門をくぐり、
なんと恐れ多いことを。
天魔となりお前をはべらせ、エース。
そんなことをしでかせば、諸神
いいや今菊、あん
Pick up a mirror. Nah, didn't. Fuck. shouldn't be too far from the next save point. I'll stop there for tonight. As soon as I find it.
If you can find it.
I should hit it in this next area while I'm going. Oh. I found out about a funny thing related to Twitch today.
Okay.
TNA Wrestling got banned off Twitch. Because they broke terms of service.
Well then.
Yeah, they did a bit of the lewd, and they got banned for it. And I could not help but laugh that, of course TNA would get banned off Twitch for doing something stupid. Of course they would. This fucking company. This company that survived having its TV rights taken away from, or having no TV rights twice. Meaning it somehow survived longer than both WCW and ECW at this point. Because when both of them lost their TV rights, they went out of business and got bought by WWE. TNA has lost its TV rights twice, and it's still somehow kicking. Even though they had to slap a sticker on their World Championship belt when they changed names for like the 5 millionth time. That actually happened. Like, drives me when I say this, TNA is an extremely dumb company that somehow is staying in business through sheer force of will. By someone. I'm not sure who at this point. Alright, finally hit a save point. Alright, we're gonna stop there, or I guess we'll do this in the last part of Turnabout Big Top Wednesday, and Thursday I'll start Kingdom Hearts 3, and we'll find out what all Remind and the story patch do to the game. Because I'm gonna start fresh with a New Game Plus file, because I don't feel like doing New Game. I want all my Keyblades. We're gonna blaze through the game. And that means most of our playtime is gonna be sitting through fucking cutscenes. Which, oh boy, I can't wait. Yeah, tomorrow is some more Pokemon Co-op, and Saturday is something. Girl about to drop down my life. Is something still to be determined?
Yeah, because I have no idea.
Okay. And Sunday we start Ghosts.
Yay.
Some actually relevant Ghost news came out this week. The actress that played Kanon is the Pink Ranger in the new Sentai series. She has been upgraded from supporting cast member to main cast member in a completely different show.
Hold on.
Yay! Yeah, that's what we got this week. Like what you're seeing, drop us a follow, chipping away at that follower goal. Exclamation Discord for the Discord, and at TG Saloon for the Twitter. See you tomorrow, folks.